Coming up on ENN, finishing top 10 in your class is coming up on ENN. Finishing top 10 in your class is extremely difficult, but what about doing it with two of your friends? Nuala Adams takes a look into how they did it. Not going to state for 7 years? Not after this season. Bradley Smith takes us through the story of how two tennis players ended that streak.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Wednesday, May 10th. I'm William Norris.
And I'm Sam Sontag.
At around 3:30 p.m. last Saturday, a shooting occurred at the Allen Premier Outlet Shopping Center, killing 8 and injuring several more. Yesterday, the Allen police chief said, quote, "In the coming days, members of the police department will work closely with the FBI, DPS, and Texas Rangers to investigate this tragedy." The regional director of the Texas Department of Public Safety also said, quote, that information will be forthcoming later as we dig into this investigation.
King Charles III was recently crowned King of the UK, making him the first new monarch Britain has seen in almost 70 years. The coronation was held at Westminster Abbey in London, where King Charles arrived in an untraditional Diamond Jubilee coach. After the king was crowned, citizens of the UK were invited to pledge allegiance to their king, which is something that had never been done. Despite this event being big, there were still less people than at the Queen's funeral.
This is strange, especially with the new king coming in. We'll see how he settles as the new king.
Yeah, everything's going to be interesting to watch play out.
Bringing things back to Prosper, Nuala Adams takes a look at 3 best friends that made the top 10% for the senior class.
Yeah.
Hello. Becoming one of the top 10 seniors is an impressive accomplishment, but imagine achieving that status with 2 of your best friends. Cameron Stifler, Ava Whitmire, and Brianna Martin are all friends who have managed to climb to the top 10 of seniors.
When finding out about top 10, I felt a sense of accomplishment and relief, just knowing that all my hard work was paying off, and everything that I put into these 4 years were worth it. From transcripts coming out throughout the years and everything, you get a good idea, but we didn't know until we all got called down to the office together.
We got called down to Mr. Jones' office, and then he was the one that kind of told us. So
yeah, he just handed us a certificate thing and let us know.
The 3 of them used their friendship to help them achieve this goal along the way.
We met each other in 5th grade. Me and Ava were kind of friends first whenever we first moved to Prosper, and then we became friends with Brianna, but it was also later in 5th grade.
Us being friends has created a really good support system for everyone, and studying together and just kind of relating throughout the same classes has been really nice to help motivate us.
we all kind of understood the grind and kind of the academic pressures, so it was good to have someone so close to you to confide in about those kind of things.
The story of these 3 friends shows how people are able to help each other to achieve a goal together. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Nuala Adams reporting.
It was just so inspiring to see 3 BFFs help each other up to the top.
Yeah, from the interview, I can see they're really close and how they were able to help each other throughout the journey. Updating you on all the celebrity news, Lexi Whitworth is up next with Talent Talk.
At Lola Claire, our style is modern, classic boho. We love vintage. We carry great dresses. We carry a great line of denim. We carry some wonderful graphic tees and band tees. Those are kind of our bread and butter. We also have great sweats, some beautiful custom jewelry, candles, and Buddha Girl bracelets. We just kind of have a little bit of everything. Definitely a special store, and I would love for you to come and take a look and let us share our style with you.
There's always new drama in Hollywood. Lexi, could you give us the news?
Of course, Will. We may be preparing for a new love story after rumors have spread that Taylor Swift has a new boyfriend. Maddie Healy, the 1975 frontman, and Swift have both been touring for the last few weeks and are currently exploring their relationship through countless FaceTime calls. A source said the two are madly in love. We all love a little romance, but if all else fails, at least we may get a new kicker album. Taylor Swift isn't the only singer causing commotion right now. Fans are in shock after Katy Perry took a tumble at the King's coronation on the 6th. Katy allegedly almost landed straight on her face, but it doesn't stop there. She finally made it back from all of that and entered the castle, where she somehow ended up in a pit of fans and asked them where she was supposed to be. Her apparent confusion caused fans all over the world to go completely off guard. Fans have taken this opportunity to make all the jokes. One said, "It's giving John Travolta meme energy," and another, "Legend has it she's still looking for that seat." That's all we have in Hollywood this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Yeah, seeing Hollywood go down like that is just a wonderful and crazy experience.
It's always interesting that whatever happens with Hollywood, no matter what.
Yeah.
From the stage to the garage, Jonathan Pittman takes a drive through the student's history with auto tech.
Cars are a very complicated vehicle, and some people like to tear them down just to put them back together to understand how they work.
I've had a passion for cars ever since I was little. I really like how things work, just figuring out kind of what everything does. I like pulling things apart, putting them back together, and cars is a really fun way to do that.
It wasn't always an easy journey for him. He had put in hard work and dedication to be able to get as good as he is today.
It was difficult because, I have a passion for cars, but I don't know that much about cars, and I've just learned throughout it. But it was a little difficult trying to figure out what everything was and what to do.
Tate talks about some of the people that inspired him to make him want to improve and continue going.
So Mr. Seymour's helped me quite a bit. Every time I've had questions, he's been there to help me work on it, figure it out.
For Tate, at the beginning of the year, it was a little bit of a struggle. He's very quick in picking some things up, but he was so new to automotive that he had some struggles in just really understanding what we were actually doing at the beginning of the year. But as he went on, things just became easier and easier for him.
Tate talked about how Autotech was able to help him improve and how his grandfather was able to inspire him to continue doing Autotech.
And then my grandfather has a 1941 Chevy pickup truck, and I've gotten to work on that with him a little bit, so he's been a big inspiration for me throughout this journey.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Jonathan Pittman, signing off.
I don't know about you, but hearing Tate's story really rekindles my passion about cars.
Yeah, I've just always had an uphold passion for cars.
Well, students' passions are always growing. Prosper Sports are coming to a close. Tyler Medeiros is up next with this week's Game Time.
Here we go!
As summer approaches, Prosper Sports are starting to wrap up. That doesn't mean they're through just yet. Tyler Medeiros is in studio with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Will. Last Friday, the Prosper baseball team faced off against Flower Mound, but couldn't get the win, resulting in a 9-8 loss. However, the next day, they faced off again and were able to make it out with the win, the score being 8-6. The baseball team plays tomorrow through Saturday. This Saturday, the Prosper track and field team competes in the UIL 6A State Championship in Austin. Good luck to all competitors. That's all for Game Time. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Once again, I'm William Norris.
And I'm Sam Sontag. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you Friday for your regular scheduled show. Have a great day, and go Eagles.